Jesus chose. No, I'm not doing that. Jesus chose not to hold on to his position in heaven or to his right to honor in order to be obedient to the Father, because you know why? His relationship with his Father was more important than his position in the kingdom. Oh, somebody missing that today. His relationship with his Father was more important than the prominence and the honor that he had in his position in the kingdom. His position wasn't so precious to him that he wasn't willing to give up everything in obedience to the Father to do what the Father would ask for him to do. Oh, somebody, this just went right over your head. But that's all right. Is there anybody listening that can say, yeah, Brown, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. A child shall lead. And here it is. So his love for his Father was so strong that he was willing to give it all up. And yet here we are singing this song, spitting and slobbering. I love you, Jesus. I worship and adore you. But every time he calls for us to do something, we go from Lamar Campbell, we go to Meatloaf and say, well, I'll do anything for love, but I won't do that. That's us switching. We're switching up. And so he didn't argue or he didn't grab a hold to his prestige and comfort. He didn't do that. He was like, I'll go. I want you to be reminded of my king, y'all. My king. I talked about this before, so I'm reiterating some things that I talked about. My king, the one who was sitting at the right hand of the Father in the midst of his prominence and his honor and his glory, he decided to wrap himself in flesh. He didn't come in on a chariot, y'all. He was born to a virgin and born in a cave, and he slept in an animal's feeding tray. That's what Jesus decided to do. But we caught up in 4,000 square foot homes, and we ain't got no children, just so we can come across as being Big Willie. He spent his whole life down here, Humpy, preparing for a day where he would face an excruciating execution. He spent his whole life preparing for that one moment. He was willing to leave heaven and die for people who would, you know what, to be honest with you, he would die for people, some of them would never accept him. And he died for folks, he died in order for folks to have an opportunity to die and go to heaven. Yep. Left heaven to die for folks, to be willing to die and go to heaven. I was thinking about that thing there, Humpy. But so many of us, though, we're just like that young rich ruler that I had read about, who said we want to spend our eternity in heaven with Jesus, right? But we refuse to release the hold on things that bring us so much comfort in this life. Many of us aren't living our lives for the next one. We're living our lives for this one. Let's just be honest. But yet we say, Humpy, I want to go to heaven. Many of us are saying, Al, I want to go to heaven. I'm just not ready to die.